What is going on, YouTube, and welcome to the EndZone. Make sure to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. Let's get into it. The XFL Minicamp breakdown will start with the West. So that is the Roughnecks, the Dragons, the Renegades, and the Wildcats. We'll begin with Dallas. One thing that stands out, the wide receiving core here, led by Sammy Coates, Blake Johnson, and Khalil Lewis. They're big, physical, and impressive. Also imposing on defense. Savion Smith from Alabama anchors down that back end, while Johnny Maxey and Coney Ely are the star defensive ends looking to get the pressure. Now for the Roughnecks, quarterbacks. That's where we're going to take a focus. Philip Walker and Connor Cook are competing for that starting position. Obviously, with an offense that June Jones is going to be organizing, the quarterback is vital. So Philip Walker and Connor Cook are going to be out for this competition. I honestly like Philip Walker for this. He has a very strong arm. We've seen what he can do. Connor Cook, he had a brief stint in the NFL, but honestly, this is just minicamp, so we'll have to see as the real camps kick up in Houston. For the Dragons, we'll begin with the quarterbacks, and we got another competition, Brandon Silvers and BJ Daniels, and also Chase Litton, but I think Silvers and Daniels are at the top for this. Brandon Silvers, I love what he can do. He's a competitor. We saw him with the Alliance of American Football and the Memphis team. He was very good. He didn't get much playing time, unfortunately. BJ Daniels, obviously, he's been in the NFL. He's been playing football for a very long time. He's mobile. I like Silvers in this one. At running back, this is a loaded backfield. First, you got Trey Williams from Texas A&M, big physical. Then you got Jaquan Gardner, another small, super fast running back. He had the longest run in Alliance of American Football history. And then Kenneth Farrow, another leader in the Alliance of American Football for rushing. He wasn't at the top, but he was up there and made a lot of big plays for the San Antonio Commanders. And on defense, cornerback Steve Williams and then Sterling Moore, I think, are going to get this defense rolling and make it hard to pass against the Dragons. For the Dallas Renegades, I think everybody knows that Landry Jones is the starter, but former Fleet quarterback Philip Nelson is the set backup. That's obviously going to be important with the AAF. We have lots of quarterbacks moving around. I think we're going to see the same in the XFL. The O-lines aren't going to be that great, so we might even have injuries to the quarterback position, so backups are always very important. At running back, Cameron Artis-Payne is super physical, and I'm excited to see him with this Renegades offense. See how they're going to use him. If they're going to commit to this air raid, then I don't think Artis-Payne will have as much of an impact. But I think they're just going to be more of a spread offense, and they're not going to be totally air raid, even though they have Hal Mummy at the offensive coordinator. At wide receiver, Jeff Badett, he's a burner. Everybody knows that. He is definitely the star of this offense behind Landry Jones and maybe Cameron Artis-Payne. We'll see what happens there. And then linebacker Huili Kikaha and Jonathan Massaquoi. Obviously, Massaquoi played for the Birmingham Iron, Huili Kikaha, Washington, and the New Orleans Saints, so he's been in the NFL. I think that's a pretty good linebacker core. And it's going to be important. Lots of teams are going to try to run the ball, and I think they need to take advantage of the probably bad offensive lines in the XFL. Also at safety, Darren Smith, one of the top-rated safeties in the Alliance of American Football, playing for the San Antonio Commanders. I love what this guy brings to the table watching him in the AAF. He was able to make coverage look easy, and he could shut down all the wide receivers coming his way. Moving on to the Los Angeles Wildcats, last but certainly not least, they have a quarterback race between Luis Perez and Josh Johnson. We'll begin with Perez. He's a very good pocket passer. He's able to put the ball on a rope. His main problem is pocket presence. Holding the ball too long got him into trouble with the Birmingham Iron. And honestly, he did not have a great offensive line. We've touched up on that. These spring leagues in general will not have great offensive lines. So Perez really needs to work on getting the ball out quicker and making better decisions. He had some questionable interceptions in the Alliance of American Football at the Birmingham Iron. And Josh Johnson, on the other hand, been in the NFL a long time, moving around from team to team, played last year in the National Football League. This year, he was called up to the Detroit Lions, but the XFL blocked it because he signed a contract, and everyone was up in arms. And honestly, I think if you sign a contract with the league, you should stay there. That's just my opinion. But that will be an interesting race. At wide receiver, Speed is the name of the game. Rashad Ross, standout in the Alliance of American Football, and another guy who I think can make it to the NFL. He is so fast and his hands are great. Also got KD Cannon, another deep threat speed guy out of Baylor. I love the wide receivers for the LA Wildcats. And then to mix with that speed, they have Elijah Hood at running back. Power football, Elijah Hood from North Carolina. And then at safety on the defense, Jack Tocho and Ahmad Dixon. These guys are going to be key for the Los Angeles Wildcats in locking down wide receivers. Everybody around the league is talking about how fast and how physical their wide receivers are. So I think that pass defense is going to be vital for every team, not just the Wildcats, in the XFL. Who do you think has the best roster in the West? Who is the best player in the West? Is it a quarterback? Is it a wide receiver? Is it somebody on defense? Is it a running back? Please let me know how you feel down below in the comments section. Thanks for watching the End Zone. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment so we can move the chains. Make sure to hit one of these videos because they're awesome and you should watch them.